faster than a speeding bullet. Locomotive. Look!
It's a plane!
Strange visitor from another world. He's far beyond those of mortal man. Change the course of mighty rivers. Bend, and who, disguised as clerk for a great metropolitan newspaper for truth, justice, and the American joined Superman, here. Sound gang, that's the motors of the whole world. The Lockheed P-38 Lightning sure lives up to its name. And find out more about this.
That was fun trip. That test lightning sure has what it takes.
Oh, you should jump like a master. How do you feel, fella?
But gosh, John,
Did you ever get into the test pilot game anyway?
the fellow who tests these ships, they come. Because he sure takes...
That's right. You test pilots have to figure out plane, and then you have to go ahead and...
Just the point, John. Well, I train if I have to. Plenty of rest and extra grub, too. Grub's mighty important. A fellow can't be husky unless...
That's right, gang. You see, none of us can unless we eat right. And eating... And say, one of the grandest with important vitamins, B1 off to a big bowl full of crisp breakfast every morning. And taste good? Say, the first time you dip a spoon into a bowl of those crisp, sweet as a nut flakes, you'll catch on to the fact that you've got a mighty swell-tasting treat there. So come on, gang. Ask your mother to get you a package of Kellogg's Pep tomorrow. Remember the name now, Pep. P-E-P. Kellogg's in Battle Creek, Michigan. Of Superman. Superman, in the guise of Clark Kent, is now trying to solve the mystery of the Tin Man, an amazing mechanical man built by a certain Dr. Liveright. The first Tin Man vanished under very strange circumstances. Dr. Liveright, however, constructed another, which, as our last episode ended, he was demonstrating to an audience of stockholders of the Metropolis Aircraft Corporation, to whom he wanted to sell the invention for $250,000. But something went wrong with the demonstration. The mechanical man, nicknamed Robert, refused to obey Dr. Livright's command and began to act as if it had gone crazy. Pandemonium broke loose in the audience as the mechanical man, totally out of control, began to stride across the stage. Listen.
Look, he's walking again. Stop, Robert. I did not tell you to start walking. Stop him, Liveright. Stop him, I say. Something must have gone wrong. Yes, but I don't know what, Mr. White. Stop, Robert. Stop. What? Did you hear that, Lois?
Yes, look, he's coming straight for me. Stop him! Stop him!
What? Can't you control that monster? I don't know. I don't seem to be able to... Heaven's sake, turn some dials. Talk to him. Do something. Robert, stop. Stop, I say.
It's the audience. They're beginning to run out. Dr. Liveright, in the name of heaven, do something quickly.
There's nothing I can do, I tell you. The Tin Man is out of control. There's absolutely nothing I can do.
There's a good deal you can do, Dr. Liveright.
What? What did you say?
I said there's a good deal you can do. And the first thing you'll do is confess. Confess everything.
Look, he's pointing his steel finger at Dr. Liveright.
The thing's gone mad. Run, everyone. Run for your lives.
Mr. White, am I hearing right?
Yes. Listen. The mechanical man is crazy, I tell you. He's gone berserk.
Not at all. Be calm, ladies and gentlemen, and hear what I, the Tin Man, have to say. You have come here to see an amazing demonstration of a walking, talking, seeing, and thinking mechanical man that Dr. Liveright claims to have invented. Dr. Liveright was going to show you how I obeyed his every command. I will not obey his command, since he is not worthy to command me. Silence! 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 You men and women gathered here to watch this demonstration are all stockholders in the Metropolis Aircraft Corporation, the president of which is Mr. Peterson, who is trying to make you invest $250,000 of your company's money in me. Mr. Peterson and Dr. Liveright are not going to like the demonstration that follows because it's going to reveal many interesting things to you.
Well.
What's that? What's that?
Dr. Liveright, you told these people, these stockholders gathered here, that I could see, walk, and speak, and think.
Well, can't you? You've been walking in this demonstration, and now you are speaking. As for thinking for yourself, you are demonstrating that perfectly right now.
Oh, yes, I'm speaking and I'm thinking, but you know as well as I do that I am not a mechanical man. Just let me get this metal helmet off and...
There, it's off.
Mr. White, it's a man. There's a man inside that mechanical robot.
Man, nothing. That's Clark Kent.
What?
Steve, and thanks for the compliment. I didn't mean that. That's okay, Steve. I know what you meant. Stop those men.
Dr. Liveright, Mr. Peterson
that far. The town's blocking them. Stop, they've got him. Yes, what in the devil is the meaning of this? I'll tell you later, Chief. I'll tell you later.
Several hours later, in Perry White's office of the Daily Planet, Clark Kent explains.
And that's the entire story. If either of you has any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
I've got plenty of questions, Clark.
All right.
In the first place, you say you discovered this hideout of the German spies about 200 miles from here.
That's what he said, Lois. That's what he said. The hideout of the men who had stolen the first so-called Tin Man. Well, what about it?
Well, you haven't told us how you discovered it.
Professional secret, if you don't mind, Miss Lane. You can read all about it in the feature story I've written for tomorrow's afternoon edition. And then there's the element of time. That demonstration this afternoon took place at 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. By your own account, you were at the German hideout at noon today. Now, how did you get to the auditorium 200 miles away, capture the guy who was going to get inside that mechanical monster, and pull your little trick, all in the space of 3 hours? Oh, you forget, Chief, that our Nazi friends had a plane, a helicopter at their cozy hideout. I won't go into details, but it was easy enough.
Well, then, as I see it, Clark, Liverite and Peterson were working together to hoodwink the stockholders and Mr. White.
That's right. Liverite, with Peterson's knowledge, had hired a man to get inside the so-called Tin Man and perform. When the stockholders were satisfied that the mechanical man could do what Liverite claimed it could, Peterson was going to hand him a certified check for $250,000. Then later, when the fraud was discovered, Peterson, of course, could claim that he had been tricked along with the others. In the meantime, he would have pocketed half of that $250,000. Well, Kent, I congratulate you on this job you've done, even though I can't really understand how you did it. This will certainly do the Daily Planet a great deal of good in Metropolis. Oh, what a story.
Yes, I've got to admit that myself, even though it hurts.
Well, thanks, Lois. You too, Chief. And the one thing that disappoints me is the fact that it was a hoax. I had great hopes for that mechanical man, so far as our war effort is concerned. If the thing really could fly a plane, think of the lives of American soldiers it would have saved. Excuse me. Yes? What? Oh, no. Well, I'll be... send him right here. Oh, who is it, Chief? Someone important? Dr. Leander Cameron is here.
Dr. Cameron? Good heavens, I haven't seen him since Superman rescued him from the mystery ship.
Oh, nor have I. Wonder what he wants now. Another expedition? Well, if he does, he's wasting his time. I'll have no more... Dr. Leander Cameron, sir. Leander!
Hey, my dear friend, I think I must have tripped again.
You sure did.
You carry so much paraphernalia with you, I don't wonder.
Oh, that's certainly true. Butterfly nets, pots and pans, boxes and bottles of all descriptions. Really, Professor.
Be prepared. That, as you know, is my motto, along with the Boy Scouts of America. Never could decide whether they thought of it first or I did. Well, no, they thought of it first or I did. Well, no matter. It's a good motto, don't you think?
Yes, of course. But
Leander, what brings you here today?
Perry, an excellent question for which I have an excellent answer. Perry, I want to talk to you about and gain your support for the mechanical man known as the Tin Man.
Now, hold on, Leander.
Hold on. What for? I'm not falling.
No. I didn't mean that. What I meant was, so far as I'm concerned, the Tin Man is over and done with. It was nothing more or less than a cheap trick, a fraud.
You're wrong, Perry. The Tin Man was and is more than that.
What do you mean? Didn't Clark expose it?
Yes, of course. I was in that audience today. That came to watch the demonstration. I was with the scientific delegation. As it happens, Perry, I know Dr. Liverite very well. As a matter of fact, he came to me often to help him in the construction of his mechanical man.
He did? Now, Leander, don't tell me you're in on this hoax, too.
On the contrary, Perry, quite on the contrary. You see, Dr. Liverite was very sincere about his mechanical man until our friend Mr. Peterson approached him with his nefarious scheme to make money. It was then, on realizing that he could make $75,000 with such ease, that Liverite took the path to perdition.
So what?
So what? So this, Mr. Kent, I, Dr. Leander Euthanasia Cameron, know that there can be such a thing as a Tin Man. What? A mechanical man who can see, speak, walk, and think.
Are you...